The shepherds didn't hesitate. When the angels left them, they gathered their things and hurried toward Bethlehem. Their steps were quick, their hearts racing with wonder. Somewhere in this small, quiet town, the Savior had been born. At last, they arrived at the stable. The glow of lantern lights spilled out into the cold night air, and there, in a manger, they saw him. The child, just as the angel had said. Wrapped in cloths, resting in the humblest of places, lay the Messiah, the Lord, the King of Kings. Imagine the awe that filled them as they looked upon him. This was no ordinary baby. This was the one who would bring peace to the world, the one who would save his people. The shepherds knelt before the manger, and their hearts were overwhelmed by what they saw. They couldn't keep the news to themselves. As they left the stable, they spread the word to anyone that would listen. The Savior has come. We saw him with our own eyes. The quiet streets of Bethlehem began to echo with the news that God's promise had come to life. Meanwhile, Mary sat quietly, watching over her child. She treasured every word, every glance, every moment, pondering it all in her heart. She knew this night would change everything. The shepherds returned to their fields, their voices lifted in praise to God. They had witnessed a miracle. Heaven had touched earth, and they would never be the same. The shepherds left the manger rejoicing, their hearts forever changed because they had seen the Savior. That same invitation echoes to us today. Come to the manger. Look upon the child who is Christ the Lord. The one who was promised has come, not just for kings, not just for the powerful, but for you and for me and for all of us. This is the moment heaven opened and God stepped into our world. A baby wrapped in cloth resting in a manger, holding within him the hope of the world. The manger was just the beginning. That child would grow to walk among us, to teach us, to heal us, and to lay down his life so that we may live. His birth was the first step toward the cross, where he would fulfill the promise of salvation for all who believe. So today, pause and remember what Christmas truly means. The light of the world has come. The darkness cannot overcome it. And his name is Jesus. He is God with us, the gift that changes everything. May you find peace in his presence, joy in his love, and hope in the promise that he is still with us today. For most of you watching, this was the end of the video, and you don't have to watch anymore unless you'd like to. This final message is for my daughter and my grandchildren, whom we've been estranged from for almost 10 years, 10 painful, long years. Before we get to that, I just want to give a little glimmer of hope to other people out there who might be estranged from their loved ones, and let you know that it takes a long time for the crying to stop, but with faith in God, you will be happy again, I promise. Now to my daughter and grandchildren, First, my grandchildren, Mateo and Elena. I want to take a moment to speak directly to you, my precious grandchildren, and to your mom. Even though so many years have passed, not a day goes by when I don't think about you. You may not see me or hear from me, but you are a constant part of my life, our lives. You're woven into my heart and my thoughts and my prayers. Mateo and Elena, I want you to know how deeply I love you both. I pray for you every single day, not only for healing in our family, but most of all, that you stay close to God. Never forget that your relationship with Him is the most important one you'll ever have. It's your foundation, your strength, and your guiding light. Hold on to Him as you grow older and let Him lead you. This channel that you're watching, I hope you're watching, is dedicated to you because you're in my heart every moment. Maybe one day I'll open the channel's email and find a little letter from you. That's a moment I long for, more than words can say. Elena, I want you to know we proudly have your painting on our wall. Every time I look at it, every morning, every night, every afternoon, I think of you. I hope that maybe someday you'll send me another. Or even just write me a letter to let me know how you're doing. I wonder about your school and what your days look like. I hope they're full of joy. And I pray you stay strong and grounded in your faith, because God will carry you through everything. Ashley, there isn't a single day that goes by when half of it isn't spent thinking about you. I wonder how you're doing, what your house looks like, and if you've done any renovations. I pray that your relationship with Ben is strong and filled with love. I want you to know that I support you in building your life and marriage. Your dad once said, "She'll never leave Ben," as if that's what I wanted, but that's far from the truth. And I pray for that blessing over your home every day. As for me and Eric, we're in a great place. We may not have much by worldly standards, but we're rich in all the ways that matter. Life is simple, joyful, and full of love. The only thing missing is you and the kids, and maybe even Ben. We miss all of you terribly. Your dad came to visit last year, and it gave me hope that maybe one day you might come too. Maybe once we're on our property, you can see what we've been working so hard for. We're building a dream, a little piece of land at the base of a mountain in Klamath County. In 2.5 years, it'll be ours. And we hope to turn it into a place full of life. Chickens, horses, goats, and more. I picture us having picnics there, sitting around bonfires the way we used to, watching the stars. I dream of you visiting, maybe staying a summer, and sharing those moments with us. Mateo and Elena, I want you to know that even though you're not here physically, you are always in our lives. We talk about you, think about you, and pray for you constantly. It's as if you were here. Except we can't hug you or hear your voices or see your beautiful faces as you grow. And that hurts deeply. Actually, it's been far too long. Whatever happened all those years ago is over and done with. I've let it go, and I pray that you can too. It's time to set anger and resentment aside. Not just for my sake, but for yours and the kids. Carrying those burdens only leads to regret, and I don't want that for you. I know this separation has hurt everyone, and I want nothing more than for us to heal. When my own mother passed away, I had only a few months to rebuild my relationship with her. And I think we did a pretty good job, but I carry so much regret that I didn't have more time. That I let anger and bitterness get in the way, that I didn't see what was important, what really mattered. I don't want that for us. I don't want to lose that chance to reconnect while there's still time. Life is too short, and the love we have for you and the kids is far too great to keep living like this. You have a place in my heart in our lives, and on the land we're building. I dream of a day when we're all together, sharing stories and laughter and love. Until then, know that my door is always open. My heart is always with you. And my prayers for you never cease. We miss you, we love you, and we long for the day when we can be together again. Merry Christmas, everyone. May you all be blessed. May you not let hurt get in the way of your future. Life is too short, folks. Grab a hold of your children and your grandchildren today and give them the biggest squeeze. Never take a moment for granted. I send my love and my blessings to you, and you are all in my prayers this Christmas. May you all get everything that you love and dream for, but always put Jesus first. Remember that He is the reason for the season. God bless you all. Merry Christmas.